Hello everyone and welcome to Tidworth Bike Park for round 2 of the 2024 season Bikes Route 1 race series, sponsored by Canyon Bikes, Melon Optics, Muck Off, Winch and Plummet, TF Tune, DMR Bikes, MB Cyclery, Mitchell Cycles and Wheelies Bike Shop, with catering from JB's Grill Shack again. So we're pretty excited by this track. I hope you all are as well. Obviously it's been a little while since racing here at the end of 2023. Obviously people are going to have a few questions about what's been going on here as well, so if you want to know a little bit more about that, stick around to the end of the vid or skip through it if you don't want to watch it at all, and I'll try and give a little rundown on that. But for this race we have created something very different to what we've done before. Myself and the Rogate and Windhill build crews have been hard at work mapping this out and piecing it together. Still got a little bit to do, but I can show you what it is now. We are really excited. It's a banging fun track to ride, like, yeah, super good fun. I think it could be one of the tracks of the year. I really hope that everyone else enjoys it as well and appreciates the work we've put in and enjoys the best of what Tidworth has to offer. Everything that makes this place challenging and fun has hopefully gone into this racetrack. So yeah, sit back, enjoy. There are still a few tickets left as I speak now, but they will be gone very soon, I'm sure. So do head to bikepark.com to check them out, and tickets for round 3 are now available as well, which is at Windhill at the beginning of May. So don't forget that one and go and get your tickets now. Sit back, enjoy, and we'll catch you at the end. Cheers. So we'll be dropping in off the start ramp as per normal, heading towards White Line and Sicknote. Since Harry and I first rode this, we have done a little bit of extra clearing and stuff, so it hopefully looks a little bit clearer. Fluff the ground up a tiny bit as well. And from this point onwards, we really get into it. It's around these freshly worked turns. And our first Tidworth Root field. Plenty of options through these boys. Once we're around this turn, we're going to pop straight out of Sicknote into a totally fresh area which we've just cleared. So again, expect this to cut up, these roots to come out. That looks like a stick, but I can guarantee you that is 100% a root still attached to the tree. All of this root bed's going to come out through here on this nasty flat turn. Whoa! Still on roots. This is the first time we're going to touch the push up, or what was the push up in the past. It won't be the last time we do it. So from here, going to drop down into this gully out the other side, at which point we're going to pop over this berm and into White Line. Over the step down, and again, just like to reiterate that this is a Route 1 race, so everything will be either rollable or avoidable. You will be able to go around the left hand side, riders left of this step down if you wish, but as you can see from the back side, it is rollable. There is a gap to clear if you want to make the downside there, but you can reduce your speed and pump through these if you so please. We're really excited by the prospect of having a decent sized jump right in the middle of a track. It's not something we usually get at any of the parks or in any of the races. So yeah, maybe not in race, you're gonna have to keep that low, but during practice we expect to see some sideways actions, maybe a few shapes being thrown. Once we're off that tabletop, we're actually going to peel off left again through these tight trees and this slight off camber, back out onto the old push up here. This will be a really nice fast section, loads of little compressions as well as loads of little roots, but yeah, lots of little poppy compressions to make as we run parallel with White Line on the top of Berminator. Then out of this push-up area and straight into Berminator here. You can see we've recently reworked all of these turns. They're nice and fresh, they're flat out in. Whoa! So out into the left hand side of Berminator, another root field, and then left of the drops back out towards the push up again, even more roots. So all of these are going to have so many different choices for you, depending on how they cut up in the day and where you're going to go next. And then we're crossing over here, so this will be the first proper line choice option, whether you go left of this tree or right of this tree. They both work. As you'll see in the video, Harry and I took them separately, individually, and then across and into the bottom of Oblivion. So we will be keeping all of the options open for this, the left hand, the middle, and the ride around on the outside. A whole big motorway section. And the final two tabletops. As you can see, I've just been working on these this morning. We will be doing all of the others prior to the race day, so they will look as good as they can. 5 little tabletops, and not so little tabletops, through that bottom motorway section, and the final sprint to the finish line. Yeah. So there you go, that is the track for round 2 of the 2024 Bike Route 1 race series here at Tidworth. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as we are. And we look forward to seeing you there on Sunday. Just a couple of quick things to remember. One, please don't forget to bring your full face helmet. It is mandatory to race, so please bring that with you. If you have by any chance still got your race chips, I think we're still missing a couple from round 1 at Rogate, please bring them with you and hand them back at sign on. And don't forget to take yours off at the end of the day if you happen to leave early for any reason as well. Please try and remember to take them off after this race. And yeah, please remember that racetrack will not be open until Sunday morning practice, so please don't come down and try and ride it before then, as it will not be ready to go and we will not appreciate it at all. So yeah, otherwise we look forward to seeing you there, and bring some noise if you're not racing. Thanks very much. So yeah, here we are, as I said, at Tidworth Bike Park, and I just wanted to try and address some of the questions that some of you might have. I had a lot of people asking questions recently about what the plan is for here, what's been going on, and yeah, what we're going to do moving forward. So without going into too much detail, we have taken the winter off here to try and understand kind of what we need to do to make it work a little bit better and to improve on what's here and really to work to the strengths of the place. I've been riding here for a long time now, one way or another, almost as long as my adult career at Rogate. So it does hold a special place in my heart personally, and I know that there's a lot that we can do to really make this place shine. So the long and short of it is, we do intend on opening as soon as we can, and there are a couple of events in the pipeline for the summer, which kind of gives us a bit of a deadline to work towards, so keep an eye out for those. Really excited how they're going to go. In the short term, certainly there will be quite a few changes here. Some things are going to go, or at least be left to rest for a while, so that we can really concentrate on making the other stuff work. There will be some features that are just not suitable anymore, and it's not anything to do with their size necessarily, but placement isn't always ideal, and the amount of work that it takes to keep some of these things going with a soil type which is challenging at best. So yeah, expect to see some things change, but we're really positive about what that's going to mean for the things that are going to stay. A little bit of remapping should make
a lot of the trails just flow that little bit more and bring them up to date a little bit as well. So it's been a while since there's been any major changes up here, and yeah, really want to make that work. We've started making some of those changes already, and trying to get an idea as to how we can make things work a tiny bit better. So yeah, we're really keen to, once this race is out of the way, we've got a little bit of clean air to finish those off and to get it running for you as soon as possible. I can't be any more specific about time frame on that, but as soon as we can, we will. It's obviously hard work for all of us to make the extra time here, as well as getting the other sites running, and we're doing our very best to make that happen. But it does unfortunately take a bit of a backseat to making sure that both Windhill and Rogate are firing on all cylinders at the moment. The park is still closed, and I'm sure some of you will have seen, and some of you watching this may even be involved, that there have recently been a few people coming up and frankly creating a bit of a nuisance. It's actually unfortunately gone beyond just riding, and now is taking a bit of a turn into vandalism, frankly, with bits and pieces on the property being destroyed or removed, and not just the trails, other stuff lying around, which is really unfortunate. Fires being lit and a lot of rubbish being left, and we are aware of who the people are and have approached them, and unfortunately I've had to contact the police on it as well, so they are also aware. We don't really want to escalate into this. We are just trying to get the site back up and running, but currently those problems are causing us delays. A lot of the work that we're doing during the week is being undone at the weekends, which is really sad. There's been damage done to the race line by these people taking it upon themselves to start digging up fresh turns and stuff, and putting their own little features in places where they don't need to be. So please don't be one of those people. If you know who these people are, then maybe have a quiet word in their ear. I know other people have as well, and just try and talk them round to being a little bit more mature about things. And if you are one of those people yourselves, then understand that what you're doing here is making this a slower process than it needs to be. And on a personal level, it's disappointing every time I get back up here, having left it for the weekend, to see our hard work being undone by people who clearly don't appreciate it. So that's the only negative I have at the moment for this place. Otherwise, we really are excited to be able to bring it back to you later on in the year, hopefully within the next couple of months. Certainly we're working towards the end of June at the very latest, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. And thanks for the support on it. It's been really nice to hear people's kind words and to ask and to hear the questions that are being asked about it, and to spend the time talking to you all. So yeah, but in the meantime, enjoy the race. If you can't race, come down, check it out, and yeah, cheer people on. I think it's going to be a real spectator favourite. I think once you've seen this track, you will feel the same. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you later in the year. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.